Boo. Excuse me, guys. Howdy doody, guys. Arty farty here. Welcome to the Wacky weekend. Sorry I'm a little bit late. I had to deal with a little slight emergency outside. I'm doing a barbecue. I've got a brisket and I put it on the rack in a different way and it fell off, so I had to attend to it. So yeah, there's a barbecue lunch at my place. If anybody wants to come around, no one turns up, it's all mine. Okay, we're going to say a quick hello. Chris, how are you, buddy? Nice to see you in here. Jim, you just want half a cookie? Well, you're going to have to fight that half with Chris. Wigwag, how are you? You may be a little late to the party, having family. Well, put them to work, Wigwag. Thomas, how you doing? Roy, Container Man, how you doing, buddy? Hope yourself, mate. I hope you are safe there, mate. Okay, we shall do that. Toy Man is building a layout again. Okay, well, we'll have to have a look. Dave, how are you? Crooked River, Tammy, and Young Ray, how are you? And Kyle Stevens, Ray Babel, how are you? This has kicked you out the kitchen again, I see. Train Man, welcome. Mystic, how are you, buddy? Starter of parties. I'm actually doing pretty good, even though I got abandoned. As some of you guys may know, the sidekick's taken a leave of absence for a few weeks. He's on leave. He's in Hamburg. If anybody is, all those who are subscribed to him, you'll see that he's already had a couple of videos up. Richard, how are you, buddy? Welcome. Actually, it's good that you come on, Richard, because there's a video on you that I actually have seen, which I will share with the viewers later. I've got to find it. I didn't think you were coming on. But yeah, not much has happened on the roll front. I have been preparing some little bit of wiring still on the layout. But again, I had appointments. I did go up to Sydney on Wednesday. If some of you would have seen, I've done a special live stream with our visiting Martians doing a light display about 9 o'clock at night. We have what we call the Vivid Light Festival in Sydney that goes on for about 3 weeks. What I showed there on Wednesday is only just, well, it isn't even tip of the iceberg, really, but that's the biggest and main attraction at the whole show. Now, I'll put an invite up for those who do want to come in. And join in in the chat. I don't know how long I'm going to be on for because, as I said, I am doing a barbecue here for myself. I'm just going to keep a bit of a maintain. It's got to change the recipe because unfortunately, I didn't get the sauce that I normally like to get, mainly because of the local here.
Hello.
G'day, buddy. How are you? How you been?
Flat out like a lizard drinking, mate.
You know that's going to get you into trouble. I thought Sydney was cool until no fireworks instead of the drug. Yeah, well, we were expecting we were expecting fireworks, but they did do the fireworks on the Friday week ago on the initial launch. But I tell you what, if they do a fireworks display there, I mean, Richard, my buddy here, will can turn around and say how bedlam it is with crowds there.
Oh, the vivid thing, yeah.
Yeah, look, g'day CSX production. Where I end up standing, I end up there by mistake, but it was a good spot. Stormy, how are you, bud? Great premiere that you just had. Everybody go and check out Stormy Sky's premiere when he met up with Pappy. There was a spot down. The way the Sydney Opera House is, you've got two levels. You've got a higher level and a lower level. Now, for this show, I wasn't aware of, but down below is actually closed off, and it's a bar area, restaurant area, and the only way to get into it is one way. You can't get in from the both ends now. Security's got blocked off, so there's no overcrowding, and you need to have a booking to go in there, apparently.
Yeah, right.
So I end up where I was, but it was great because I've got a full footage of the Harbour Bridge. I taken clips off the Harbour Bridge, and it went for about. Oh, you guys will see it next week. It goes for about 10 minutes. Yeah, we're put him to work and come back to the show, mate. You'll be right for an hour. Then when I finished that, I was in a really nice spot where I could get the shot of the Opera House because I had a lot of displays on that. And it was actually showing the different native birds and formation of the country and some of the native fauna or whatnot out in the centre. Now, a lot of the stuff that was on the sales of the Opera House was from one of our great artists. I can't even think of his name. He just passed away recently. He was a really good artist. I mean, a lot of his stuff is actually put on there. The brisket's cooking away, Storming the cake's in the fridge, and on the cake it's got my birthday, my cake. So no one's getting any of it.
Oh,
It's
it's
a
your
nice
birthday.
Hey?
Is it your birthday, is it?
Oh, tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thanks, mate. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry I haven't been around. I've just life gets in the way, you know how it is. But I've got a question for you.
Don't know.
Cool. All right. I'll let you answer that question then.
Go on, buddy. Go on.
I've been looking on eBay. I've been working on these Alco Mahano locomotives.
Hey,
I've got this one running. But I'm not happy with the chassis. And I've seen on eBay you can get replacement chassis, but they're in America. And they're $30 for a chassis, and it's like $60 for shipping. I was wondering if you can get them in Australia at all, the Mahano chassis.
I don't know who'd have Mahano chassis anymore. I mean, the only one.
Hey, Randall.
You can get them brand new in America, but yeah, the cost would outweigh the cost of the locomotive. You know what I mean? To get it shipped to Australia.
I don't. There was a guy in Geelong that was doing them, but I don't know if that had them. But I don't know if he's still about.
It's either that or I've got to spend time fixing up handrails and making a whole new. Yeah, I'd rather just buy a whole new chassis, you know.
I'll have a look later. Remind me later. There is a place in Canada that you might be able to get it cheaper because I've got replacement handrails for a lot of my Athens stuff and whatnot. But $60. I mean,
You're looking at $60 in shipping.
Yeah, well, that is. I mean, yeah, they are charging like a wounded bull over that side of the world to ship over here. I mean, it's cheaper for us to ship stuff from here to over there, but how are you, Thomas? Randall, you too? How are you?
I'm doing good. How about yourself, Artie?
Hey, Randall.
Yeah,
hey guys,
not
what's
too
happening?
bad. Can't complain too much. We more or less worked out this week that haven't got a job to go to.
Oh, that's not good news.
Mystic, yes, I do. Yeah, I do. That's why no bastard comes around. But of course, I can't do it on this channel. I can only do it on the OnlyFans channel. So you'll have to go and find it, Mystic. G'day, James Gordon. How are you? Mike Deeper on Railroad. Welcome. And now, did you manage to get to Joe to get that motor?
I haven't had a chance, mate. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to get over there either because, excuse me, things got messed up over here, so I didn't get the chance to get over there. I meant to go there on Wednesday. Yeah, on Wednesday I meant to go over there, but it wasn't Tuesday. I meant to go up there, and one of my appointments dragged on, and I just couldn't get there. But I do have to go back up there, unless our mate Thomas down there going to buy it off him. Didn't you just buy a small motor from him, Thomas?
What's that?
Didn't you just buy a small motor from Sheila Hobbies?
Yeah, it's the last thing I checked the shipping. It says transport departed from Sydney, New South Wales, Australia on June 1st. And then today it said June 2nd, handed over to delivery partner. So
it's in the US now.
Yeah.
G'day, Rick. How are you, buddy? Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with my birthday suit. I reckon it looks good in the mirror. With my eyes closed. Yeah, well, if it's landed there, so whatever time it takes to get past through customs from there into, and then whatever it takes from after customs to get to New Jersey.
Yeah. But on the map, it still shows it's in Sydney. It shows the map of Australia, and it has a line going from where it came Liverpool, and then it shows going to Sydney, and that's where the ball is still sitting in Sydney, but it says it departed from there. So probably Monday or Tuesday it'll show it in LA or something.
Yeah, well, if it said it's actually handed over to the to its partner, that means that it's actually in the hands of United States Postal Service. Yeah. They've handed over them, so they've got to do all the documentation on their end now. Because that's the same thing as when the stuff comes over here, they'll turn around and say that it's been handed over to Australia Post. Great Barrows, g'day, how are you, buddy? Nice, welcome in here.
And hello everybody in chat too. So.
Oh no, should we let this guy up or not?
Chat too.
He's a bit of a troublemaker, this guy. Where's the cheerleaders, Daryl?
Cheerleaders?
I'm waiting for them.
No cheerleaders today, buddy.
I mean, I even got some cake for him. I even got a barbecue going for him. You said you got him sent over to me.
Hey, I heard you're turning 21 come Monday.
Yeah, I am.
21 years of age.
Yeah. Don't look too bad for my age, do I?
Hey, everybody in chat.
Hey, Howdy. How are you, mate?
Hey, Richard, Thomas. Hey, Randall.
Oh, boy. We got a fresh shot. I got my hands full.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
G'day, Dave. How are you, bud? Welcome in. Welcome in. I haven't seen you here for a while.
I wonder what Jason is going to spend all that money he made yesterday.
You should take Amanda out for dinner, I reckon.
I would hope he would take Amanda out to dinner.
Yeah.
That was a really, really good show that Jason put on that evening.
I only got the tail end of it. There goes the stream. Well, you can really put the spanner in the work. Yeah, we're talking about Jason. Here he is now. Yeah. Only thing I will throw it in the spanner in the works is if Rick comes up. Oh, God. Yeah. No, it was good. It was a shame I got to the tail end of it. I will get to have a look at the full footage later. But hey, it's a great community. I mean, the amount of support that we give to each other, it's just amazing. It's just fantastic. Don't need some North Stars car. Well, just about. I mean, we can say whatever we want now because my co-host ain't here. He's on leave, so we can run amok.
You let him go on holiday.
Yeah. He's gone on holidays. He's in Hamburg at the moment. He did do a live stream yesterday from the Nature Wonderland.
Yeah.
Sorry.
As I say,
I didn't know I was on. I forgot I was on camera. Sorry.
Poor Lexi.
I thought that was a hog on your train.
No class.
Wait till I crack open the bees logo. I'm going to be mitigated.
Dave, how you doing, buddy?
Good, man. I thought I'd drop in for a little bit. I got to go to bed here in half an hour or so. I'm going to work in the morning.
Yeah, I got to work tomorrow.
I need to talk to Jason, though. I want to find out what is the trick to have a giveaway and you end up making more than what you gave away. I need to know the trick.
Well, that's it.
That's awesome.
Right?
Couldn't go to a more deserving guy.
Yeah, but how much of that is YouTube take out? Percentage or is this good?
I can't hear you.
YouTube takes 30%.
Yeah, they do.
And then Uncle Sam's going to take out his.
Yeah, well, either way, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, either way.
What do you give away? 300 or something? Made 500 or got 500? That's pretty good. I need to have a contest like that.
Yeah, me too.
SpaceX Productions, look, we get sidetracked even if we do come up with a topic, we still get sidetracked. I mean,
Hey, Jimmy.
we're just as bad as sidetrack Sunday.
There he is right there. That's awesome.
Well, Jason, if you heard, we did turn around and say you got to take Amanda out for dinner.
Yeah.
To celebrate her promotion for a new position in the hospital. So.
Never over there.
And yet,
no.
Sorry, guys. I'll be back in a minute. How do you?
Hey, Split Rock, how are you, buddy? Trackside Mike. What's going on here? Well, we just started to create a bit of a dramas. Wednesday, I did go up to Sydney. I was hoping to get all the shots of the Indian Pacific as well. As you guys know, I've done the shot of it arriving, and what I did put on this week was the actual departure, but I didn't put on the actual switching around because we end up with two engines up the front, so they had to switch it around. I didn't get the chance to do that, but I will eventually. Find the restaurant she will eat. Oh, yeah, okay. Probably just pay for a massage.
Oop, we lost Dave.
Probably went to bed.
Yeah. Oh, he did have problems the other day
Oh, he did?
with his camera. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to order a new cord, I think. Let's figure something out with a connection on that, my long cord for the one camera.
Yeah.
I think there's a loose connection or something there.
Might be a worn out plug too. Might not getting a proper connection in the terminals.
Yeah, there's a $10 camera and $15 cord, so no big loss.
Yeah, and how long you been using that camera and cord, Dave?
I don't know, since I've been live streaming.
There you go. I mean, that's you got great use out of it.
Jason says get a gold-plated USB cord. Okay. I'll get the Rush Limbaugh microphone to go with it, the golden microphone.
Yeah, why not? That sounds like a good idea.
You know?
Yeah.
What you say here about you? You're not going to be going back to the old job, Barrie? Is that what you were saying?
Well, there's a little bit of politics involved, sadly.
It's a yes or no answer, man.
Yeah, look, no, don't look like I don't have a job.
I'm just kidding.
I don't have a job. I don't have a job. Not with the company where I used to work at. So even though if I recover in the middle of
it stinks.
Getting ready to go back to work, we'll find out on Tuesday what's going to happen with my left shoulder. But we were looking at going back in July, but my former boss turned around and said both to me and to the rehab providers that return to work rehab that there's no work. And it comes from the political side of things because we subcontract to both the state government and the local council, and we've got no work. There is an upside. There is. It's not all doom and gloom because I still get my 80% of my wage entitlement. My Traxxon, Mike, you got to yell a little bit louder. Anthony is in bed in Hamburg.
Anybody in the chat there inside to Jim, James, Mike, Split Rock, Mr. Tammy, all you guys. I know I missed some CSX Productions.
So basically, I'm still going to get 8% of my wages. I'm not going to get any overtime, which is going to stink. But now it's once I'm ready to go back to work, they got to find me a job. The insurance company has to find me a job that is equivalent or better in pay to what I was getting.
Yeah.
They can't give me a job that's below what I was earning. So that's a good thing. Like if they come up and the job is 30% income less than what I'm getting now, I can turn around and say, no, get stuffed.
So they can't
or could you take it and they supplement the other 30%?
Pardon?
Could you take the job and then they supplement the other 30%?
No.
They don't work that way.
Yeah, no.
Well, I mean, I know it sucks not working in a way, but I mean, I don't know, getting something
right.
while you're waiting.
We still have few little issues with the right hand. I got told off on Friday when I went to the hand therapist.
Yeah.
Oh, you're back.
You may always have issues with that.
Yeah. My right hand, it's not the best. Well, I've got to pop out. Okay, let us know there, Jason. Let us know.
All right, Jason.
The right hand's starting to act up again. But when I went to the hand therapist on Friday, and they said, "Oh, you got to do a bit more exercise." And I said, "Look, I've been working with my hobby, and I've got the power tool. I've been doing a little bit of work with the power tools and all over." She goes, "Oh, you're not allowed to use power tools yet. Too much vibration in it." I'm like, "What am I going to do?"
more vibration if you use a hand saw than you do a circular saw.
Absolutely.
Look, how am I going to get anything done? You know, there's vibration coming out of the steering wheel of the car when I've got to go to.
You got to sit there and be an invalid, according to the government. Sit there and be an invalid.
Thanks, Carl.
So, Artie, what else are you thinking about taking up?
Arts and crafts.
Well, yeah, the good one, yeah. Don't know. I don't know. I still got issues with the lawyers, which I'm trying to get on top of it. Because with the vehicle injury insurance side of things, like Richard would understand, the green slip thing, I don't have representative anymore. And trying to find someone to replace the original lawyer is a pain in the backside. Yeah. Now, I've got to keep going on. Look, all I can do is I've got to keep myself going, and I've got to keep myself motivated. But the biggest thing is I need to get out of here and clear my head.
Yeah.
Because at the moment, my head just, and I'll tell you what, pressing wildflowers. Yeah, I would like to. That wouldn't be a bad job, Mystic, pressing wildflowers.
I think a trip over here in the United States would clear your head, man.
Yeah,
Did you get squared away yet?
Richard, I'm bored.
Yeah,
I'm bored of Berkeley, even though we do get excitement. I'm bored with the scenery.
Yeah, well,
and the other thing is, look. No offense to you, I know it's not getting at you, but I've got nobody here to talk to.
Okay, yeah, that'd be pretty boring, I guess.
I can understand that.
I've got no bastard here to talk to. Okay, I can come over to you. We have a chit chat. That's fair enough. But you're busy working.
Oh, I know. It's the story of my life.
Mystic got a good point there, John.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying things that work for me is even this morning I went for half an hour walk along the lake. It was good. Just clear my head.
Look, I've done that. I've gone out. Okay, I've gone to Sydney. I've been going to Sydney. Now I'm going hanging around a little bit up in Sydney down the Circular Quay. I found a couple of good cheap places, reasonably cheap to eat at. And I'll go down to Four Frogs now. Well, the waitress is cute there too, and you get a better view of the wildlife walking past. And not quite at the bottom of the barrel yet, Kyle. No, I'm not going to let myself get into that. And upstairs, there's a place called Hurricane Grill where they do all this Southern style steaks and ribs and whatnot, and it's reasonably afforded too. So I thought, bugger it, I'm going into Sydney now because of the appointment, so I'll hang out there. But I'm bored. I'm bored. I need to get over to the US. I want to talk to my folks over down Boston way, not far from Mystic. And I just need a change of air.
Yeah, but that's not going to get you a job, Artie. You need to get yourself stable. You need to get yourself a job.
Well, mentally at the moment, I just wouldn't be able to cope.
Do they have Home Depots or Lowe's out there in Australia?
Yeah, but you spend too much money when you go there.
No, you can work there. You would look maybe in the plant department or something.
You get a discount too.
Yeah, and you can get a discount.
We have a Bunnings up the road, which is like a Home Depot. But when I work
are we talking the same thing?
Yeah. But they're getting paid less than what I was getting paid. If I do an assessment, if I do a calculation of what they're getting paid, I'm getting paid the same amount as what I would have been getting paid when I was 15, 16 years of age.
Hey, Artie, how old are you? You don't mind me asking?
55.
55? You got a little way. I was going to say, how far off are you from retirement? You know what I mean?
10 years away.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, never mind.
You know, and
just skip forward.
I don't have enough to retire on, so I've got to work a little bit later.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if you could just go like on a retirement disability or, you know, that kind of thing. If you can still work if you do that, you know, like a part-time kind of Home Depot type job, or, you know, grumpy greeter at Walmart or something.
I've got a couple of plans. I've got a couple of directions what I'm going to be looking at, but it all costs this. But I mean, insurance will pay for it. But as I said, I just need a break. I need to get out of here. I've been stuck here, and if I go to work somewhere, they're not going to let me get away in October, are they? This year, which I do intend to be in stateside in October.
I'll be stateside in October too.
You will?
Sure enough.
Yeah. Give me a couple of minutes. I just got to go and check on the brisket, and because I've got.
Why don't you take us out there so we can see the brisket? That's more exciting than this.
There you go, Dave.
You want to smell the brisket? Get smell-o-vision.
Yeah, I've got to go and check up on it.
Roy.
It'd be really cool if you could smell on you. Yeah.
Dave, you say be a grumpy greeter at Walmart.
Yeah. Yes, I did. Do you guys remember that? You used to always have a greeter at the door, and they give the kids a little happy face stickers and everything. We had this one lady that was not a very happy greeter. We called her the grumpy greeter. Maybe that made her grumpy because we kept calling her a grumpy greeter.
Maybe.
You know, she was kind of grumpy. Damn it.
She probably didn't want to be there. That's why.
Well, then don't do that. Go do something else.
Let me just get let me try to get StreamYard up on here. Oh, there we go. I'll just use my phone.
Hey, Robin's in there. Hey, Robin.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Robin, how are you?
Yeah, it's a little bit choked up at the moment. They've been doing back burning, getting ready for the summer season, and the smoke around here is terrible.
Oh, no, that's me smoking my brisket.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's me. That's me here. Yeah. All right, I'm just going to drop this camera out. Okay.
What are you printing in the background there, Thomas?
I'm printing some subway cards.
Subway cards?
Yeah.
Like New York?
Yeah.
New York? Oh.
Yeah. I'm making a subway system on my layout.
My goodness.
Okay, I'm going to drop this camera off.
Oh, Roy, that's good. Artie can be a Walter greeter at Walmart. Walter from Jeff Dunham. Just shoot it up. What Walter says.
Or a burger builder at McDonald's.
Artie's got another camera going there. Fancy.
Yeah, just bear with me for a minute, guys.
Hey, Postmodern Model Wars, how you doing? Hey, everywhere else. I know I saw you earlier. I didn't say hi though. Oh, I can
So this is my backyard. There's the extension being under the cover at the moment. We had a bit of interesting weather here. Yeah, there's the brisket there.
Oh wow, look at that.
Nice.
Yummy.
That's only that's the small one now. It's only half the size of what I normally get. So yeah, it's coming along. It's going to be all right. Give it another hour, and then I'll wrap it up. And yeah. So this is what
That looks
this
tasty.
is what I do. Hey.
Looks tasty.
Oh, it is. I've got they're using they're trying out a different rub this time, and I've got my table saw under the blue tarpaulin in the background there. This is where I do all my work. As you can see, I've got half of the undercover here.
Yeah.
I did have the tarpaulin going over the top, but the wind ripped that off.
I mean to ask you, does everybody have those aluminum or metal fences like that?
This is actually steel. What we call, yeah, it's like tin. Well, we call it color bond because it's got zinc coating over it, and then it's painted, and it's made locally. And that's my little backyard. It goes around the side.
Well, you know, I watch a lot of those grass cutting videos. I watch a lot of guys out of Australia, and they all have those steel fences. Like, I don't see very few wooden fences.
Well, these are more durable.
Yeah.
And termites don't like eating steel. Don't like eating steel.
I like that. We have wood or vinyl here. I don't very rarely do see anybody with steel fences here.
Yeah, I just see vinyl here. That's all I see now is vinyl.
Yeah.
I like it. Like,
you do get in different colors. This is all recycled from another construction site of the actual panels themselves.
Yeah.
Right. It's all right there. There's the job supervisor.
Hey,
like I've got some panel sheets to go on the side where you need replacing. See that white one there? That's actually properly old galvanized sheeting. I've got panels for that to be replaced.
And I notice everybody has clotheslines too. We've gotten away from that here.
Well, I don't have, without looking at a room, see, we actually got a separate laundry, and I do not have room for a dryer in there.
Yeah.
So we put it outside, and it's cheaper to put hanging out in the washing line.
No, I agree.
And I've got to say, even the clothes smell a lot fresher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It just seems like it's standard. Like everybody has them over there. Like I said, I watch a lot of videos from over there.
Yeah.
And they're always cutting grass, and they either have that kind you have, or the one that looks like an umbrella that spins around.
That's a big rabbit, Artie.
Let me. Next door. Let me put the shoes on that grass. That grass is wet. There's no one living next door. If anybody is interested in being my neighbour, this house next door is up for sale. It's half the size of this. There's those ones that you're talking about there, Dave.
Yeah.
Broken.
And they're back. Yeah, they cleaned that up, sort of. This is the old fencing here. That's going to be replaced as soon as the landlord gets a chance. And that's our water tanks, which is common now.
Jeez,
really?
Water tank. What the hell do I do with that?
So what? You guys don't have city water there?
Yeah.
So what's the deal with the tanks?
She's not a wild rabbit. She's train room window. I'm too far from the internet. Let me get back. Yeah, Lehigh. And look, she's getting a lawnmower ready to cut the grass. She's a well-trained rabbit, Roy, so she's not worth getting rid of. I mean, how many rabbits cut their own lawns? Seriously. Hey, yeah, I was showing people how you get the lawnmower ready. Want to start it up for them? No, not long enough yet. Okay. Yeah. So this is how we do the typically do the clotheslines, and it does. The clothes is a lot fresher. Yeah, you can look a lot of new places. Like I'll show you next door neighbour's house. They're the newest one. Now the way they got their plumbing system hooked up is becoming common. They got two water tanks that's made out of the same material as this fencing, and it won't rust for at least 70 years, I reckon. But all the toilet that's inside in there actually uses, like when you're using the toilet facility, recycled water. It's tank water, rainwater. It gets collected in the guttering. And if you wanted to, you can use it to wash your clothes with as well, if you really wanted to. Some new estates now, what they're doing is you got to have rainwater tanks, but they also have a water recycling plant. So all your grey water goes to a little treatment plant, and it comes back so you can actually use it to wash your cars with, water your lawns with, or your garden. And as you can see, it's a bit murky this place. And yeah, we can save a lot of bills on bills. We do have a lot of houses going to solar panels too. We're going to have enough.
I mean, a little unsightly, but I mean, it's a good idea.
I would, mate, I would, but I've got to find a wife. This is actually a double block. Well, the landlord's actually split this block in two, so he's built what we call a granny flat. You guys would probably call it a duplex. And he's got this. We do that in the outback too, where we drill down to the aquifer to get water out. But this is actually most of these blocks here, next door neighbours, are actually a very big block. Where's the sewer access? It's underground.
Yeah, CSH Productions, don't count on that. They'll still find a way to make you pay for the water, even though it came from the sky. It's the government, remember?
Yeah, well, the sewer here, I mean, it's all underground here, and it goes to the treatment plant, which is on the other side of that hill. I do know where, along the fence line there, that's where our sewer pipe is. It goes up the front and then it gets pumped out. The big pumping station down the road. Until I got Pixie here, I was looking at doing my backyard here. I was going to do like a little. Oh, let me get in here. Let me get do a bit of a layout setup up in here, and have like a little bit of garden layout.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I was looking at
garden railways.
Yeah. We don't have tenants in there yet, Container Man. But if I do win the lotto, I will buy this off the landlord and do exactly what you say. Turn that into my personal train room. He has offered me that place, but the room's too small. What's that? Just give me a sec.
Train
cane. Yeah, exactly. What's going on here? All right. Okay, this is acting up. Okay, Tammy, have a good night.
Good night, Tammy.
Okay, Tammy, you have a good one.
Yeah, good night, Mom and Son.
Good night, Tammy. Good night, Ray.
Yeah, so we'd I'd like to use that as a train code, but when I do get my payout for my accident, if I don't get a job nearby here, doing local, then I have been looking at a place out west, a couple of places out west where I can actually have a bigger block, and it's like what you were saying, Roy, having 100 acres. Okay, Roy, thanks for joining in, mate. It was nice seeing you in here. But yeah, so I gotta wait now for that weather to clear, but most of it, those are my two top layers in the. Yeah, the lawnmower, the rabbit is the lawnmower, and the good thing is she does the weeding, and the yard gets fertilised at the same time.
What's the rabbit's name, Artie?
Pardon?
What's the rabbit's name?
Pixie.
Pixie.
Pixie, yeah.
Pixie the rabbit.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to put the two sections on the cover because of the weather. But yeah, I'll get onto it once it clears up. I've got most of the harnesses done. Now let me just check up on and see if the water level's still right in the smoker. Sorry, guys. Yep, working that good. Look at that.
Now, how long you been smoking that for already, and how long will you smoke it?
It's coming up. What is it? It's coming up to 2 hours now. I'll probably leave it for about another hour, and then I'm going to wrap it up.
Okay. You should
And
always
I'll wrap
wrap
it
it up, Barrie.
I'm going to put butter and my new sauce that I've been experimenting with.
Artie's secret sauce, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, my secret sauce, and it's red sauce. It's not white sauce. Okay, James, thanks for coming. It should be. I'm using a different rub this time, Mystic. And I'll let you guys know if it's any good or not.
I don't know.
So what I do now is I'll just leave it for about another hour because it's only a small one this time. Wrap it up, put some butter over it, put the sauce in it, and just let it go. Yeah, we only got the good bunnies here, eh? I mean, you look at it. She's taking the weeds out the cracks of the concrete. You know, you don't see cats and dogs doing that, do you? All they do is just want feeding all the time. So you get one of these and put on the work. Hey, possum, how are you? Now, let me rub it into you, mate. Well, everyone else has seen. I might as well make you hungry with it too. There, you see that? Look at that. Isn't that coming up nice?
Yeah, it looks good, man.
The last one that I had was bigger than that tray. But yeah, this time I just got a small piece.
What kind of smoke flavor are you using?
I'm using hickory this time.
Hickory?
Yeah, hickory.
Nice.
The sauce I normally use, excuse the mess in my kitchen.
This is a source that I normally use, but I can't get it. So I'm going to have to learn how to make my own. All right, I'm going to get off this one, and I'll go back on the computer.
Anything going on in the train room?
Yeah, I can do that. Hang on.
Anything going on?
Yeah, there's a lot going on here. As you see, it's a big mess in here. Everything's just piled up on the tracks at the moment, so not much is going on. I've been doing a lot of soldering. Now, this is why I haven't been running any trains, because a lot of stuff from the top level is down in here. Just haven't had time to get in here. By the time I get home, it's had dinner or whatnot, time to go to bed, and I'm just worn out.
I get
So I'll get back into it, but I have been doing all the harnesses for it, getting it ready for the section that's at the back, that's going up the top, and all caved in. Yeah, it has. It hasn't been secured yet.
Yeah.
All right, I'll get out of this one, and we'll go back to the desktop.
Hey, Richard.
Hey, okay. Yeah.
Hey, Richard.
Hey.
So how you got big? Put you in charge.
Okay. I don't know what to say. Anyway, people that were not here earlier, I'm after a brand new Mahano chassis, one without broken handrails.
Oh, wow.
I've seen them in America, but the shipping cost to get them to Australia is, it's a bit much. So, yeah, wondering where I can get one from. Or actually two. I'll probably need three all up. So, yeah. Anyone got any ideas?
Is it just the handrails that are broken, or?
Yeah, it's just the handrails that are broken. That's why I want to get a brand new chassis.
Can't you just
Just
repair
when you
the?
go to safety, go back in the water.
I could probably fix them too, but yeah, because these are second-hand models and someone's cut off the under chassis as well, so I'm not happy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if I get a replacement chassis, that'd be good.
Yeah, I've been 3D printing some handrails for some of my models, and they've worked pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Oh, that's a thought. Can someone 3D print a chassis with the handrails and everything?
Is it metal or is it?
That's plastic.
It's all plastic?
It's all plastic.
There you go, Thomas.
If I get a screwdriver, I'll take the. Yeah, I've seen them on eBay, but they're in America. It's just the chassis. So I don't know. There might be
That's a good idea, train man. We're going to find one that's, not working, but you can get parts off of it.
Well, that's a trick too. Go on eBay and just start looking at the used train lots. Yeah, true.
It's the cost of postage, isn't it, that kills it?
What was that?
I thought it's the cost of postage that kills it.
Yeah,
shipping
is what kills it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's $30-something for the chat and $66 shipping from the US.
Bloody hell.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm tempted to do it, but I don't want to spend that kind of money on a loco that's not worth that much. So.
Have you looked at Marketplace on Facebook?
I've had a bit of a poke around. Yeah, I will.
Get your brother to have a look at it. He doesn't do nothing.
I know that. Yeah, that's the bare chassis without the fuel tank or anything. If you can see, that's all it is. The chassis itself isn't too bad. I'm just not happy with the broken handrails and stuff. I've tried to fix them before and glue them together, and it just doesn't seem right. So I'd rather get a whole new chassis.
Yeah, that's one of those types of plastics that once it gets to a certain age,
Can you
just got brittle.
those with like some brass wire or something and bend them in the street?
You probably could. But yeah.
Like the old Anthony Blue Box model with the actual metal hammers?
Yeah. But you know, like, is it really worth spending that much time and effort to do it?
Well, that's one thing that's against him. G'day, Lehigh. G'day, Ray. How are you? I don't know.
Hardy's coming up here in a couple of weeks or so.
Yeah.
Give it to him and let me have a look at it and see what I can do.
Oh, right, then.
I can't do it all in one piece. Obviously, the best thing to do is to do them in bits and pieces.
Yeah.
But if you go onto my Rail Model Australia Facebook page, you can see the handrails I did for the 82s. They've come up really good. And keep in mind that's end scale, so they're really, really tiny.
Oh, wow.
So doing them in HO is not going to be all that difficult, I wouldn't imagine. Drawing them up takes a little bit of mucking around, but printing them is pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
I've got a whole heap of handrails that I could probably use, but I mean, yeah. I don't know. It's just, yeah. As you can see.
Yeah, that actually that's one of the ones that actually hit the floodwaters, eh?
Yeah, it's one of them ones.
And you got the weights in the middle.
Hi,
Lucy, how are you, darling?
That's the weight there in the fuel tank. That's it. That bolts on there.
Oh, it's in the tank. Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pull the weight out because it's full of mud. But yeah. Well, that's what I got going. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it's the same. The handrails are all broken, and yeah, I'm just not happy. And yeah, someone's cut off the front cow catcher and everything, so it's yeah. I mean, I could probably make a new one up from scratch, but I mean, you know, I don't know. Is it worth the effort of doing it?
Hey, Marty, how are you, buddy? Just got back from having brekkie. I don't want to know. From being that this long having brekkie, I don't think we want to know what you had for breakfast. But I've got a barbecue going on here. If you guys want to head down, bring Robin down on your way down too, Marty. Okay, might have enough brisket left over, and might have enough cake left over by the time you guys get here. Yeah, it's I've got some more. I had to go and get some more of these plugs for the turntable. Well, the round house, these plugs here. The last one that I used, I got them for Dave's panel, but I need to get some more. So what I'm going to do with these is you can pull them out, pre-wire them up in here with your normal connectors. And what I'm going to do for this is the wires that are coming out of this is going up into the panel where I can manually turn the power on and off to the tracks in the roundhouse. So that's something I'm going to do after the show or after lunch. Bacon, eggs, toast, and mushrooms.
Yeah. I'm actually heading up to college today to do some more wiring and track work.
Yeah. Didn't your dad go for a run? What you sending it off, Marty?
Actually, he just got back from Perth.
So did he fly back? Did he or?
Yeah, he flew back.
Okay, Daryl, catch you later, mate. Yeah, I know your pip down at Coonga Drive is calling you. Yeah, I know that. I got the message from them too. Yeah. So how did he enjoy it? Did he enjoy the trip or what?
Hey, he loved it.
I'd love to go back for a trip to go. I'd love to go for a trip to go on it again.
Where?
Hey?
Where? To where?
I'd love to go for a trip on the Indian Pacific again.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, me too. I've never done it. So.
Haven't you?
No.
The last time I went on it was in 1990, 91. Is when I went on the Indian Pacific. And they actually had CLPs on the front of them then. Going across. Hey, Chris. Hello again. I'd actually like to see how many of those spots they'd how many of those townships are actually totally ghost towns now along the line.
Even Cook's a bit of a ghost town, I've been told. There's only like 20 people living there or something.
2 people.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, the last time I was in Cook was in 96, 97, just after a big derailment not far from there. We were taking equipment or whatnot over there.
Yeah, right.
But when we were there at that time, there was still 10, 12 people living there. But now with these new efficient diesels, they don't need it.
Yeah, and all the concrete stupid now and everything, so you don't really need the maintenance crews, do you?
No. And with these new diesels now, they can make it from Port Augusta. I mean, they'll get fueled up at Port Augusta now. Well, they get topped up at Port Augusta, but they can go from Port Augusta all the way to Kalgoorlie in one hit. Where before they actually had to stop at Cook to get refueled. There are some companies that got fuel tankers behind them, so they can fuel their own trains up, like SC2 Transport with their train going across.
Oh, yeah.
And Horizon too, they got a fuel tender as well that they use to fill their engines to go across.
Hey, Artie, I'm gonna cut out of here, man. It's time for bed.
Okay, buddy. Thanks for coming up.
Yep.
Take it easy, Dave.
Yeah.
Enjoy that brisket. It looks good, man. I'm jealous.
Yeah. What did I put it on? Put it up at 9, so 10, 11. Yeah, about another half hour. I'll wrap it up in foil.
Yeah. All right, well, take care, everybody. Good seeing you.
Take it easy, mate.
Thank you.
Okay, guys.
Don't work too hard tomorrow.
No, I never
See you,
do.
Dave.
See you, bud.
Hey, Thomas, can we have a look at those coaches you've got there? Are these ones you've printed?
Sorry, Ari, I had to go take care of something.
Oh, wow.
Are they the New York ones or are they the Australian one?
New York.
New York.
Yeah.
So
you've done them with filament?
Filament and rosin.
Ah, okay.
The carriage is made on the filament, and the chassis is made on the filament, and the small parts, like the
bogies and
yeah, they're on the rosin printer. And I was just tuning it with this piece here, and then it cracked, so I have to make another one. Because they have to be freewheeling, and like this one here rolls. I tuned them up.
Resin printed bogies is probably better than the filament ones. I've tried them in N scale, but then you've got to try and clean the little pip out.
But I'm the one that I'm putting there is replacing this one because this was the first one that took off, and I cracked the shell in a couple places. And I'm waiting for that engine to come from that place in Australia.
Are you buying the steam mirror Black Beetles?
Yeah, it's a bogey motor that goes on there. Yeah. And I'm putting in a Sasami 2 decoder. I got to get speakers and some LEDs to light up the engine and stuff. So all these cars, and this was the last chassis I made, so I have to take all the support out. So that takes a little while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I've actually, a few streams ago, I've actually noticed one of the kits that I've got of the Kenworth. Maybe you might know something about this, Robin, or maybe Thomas. But have a look at the roof, how it's cracked and distorted.
Yeah.
And look how the paint is reacting. Would that be from the resin, or what the hell would that be? What would cause of that?
I don't know. I never seen anything of my stuff cracked. Only when I'm messing around.
Yeah.
These things, and these are hard to pull off the bed.
Yeah. But I mean, it was all nicely painted up and everything else, and I was showing to somebody on a live stream a little while back, and I'm like, oh, it's all gone all funny on the roof of the carriage, the cab.
What sort of paint did you use?
Well, I use it to me undercoat, and the colours on the surface is actually Tamiya as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, this is the only one it's happened to. To achieve them.
Is that a 3D print, like you said?
Yeah. It's a 3D print.
Maybe there was a weak spot in the roof somewhere on the car.
I don't know, because it's just been sitting. It's only been a steady display. So Thomas is asking, so how are you going to achieve the aluminium finish on it?
I'm using silver metallic filament, so I don't have to paint it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So that's already silver. Okay.
Yeah, it's silver metallic. And then I got the decals made up, but I got to change some lettering in it, put the right numbers on it and stuff like that. Once I get the decals on it, it'll spruce it up a bit.
Yeah, come up a little bit there, John. Be up for a little bit, and so yeah, as I said, I haven't been doing too much because I've been running around, but I have been basically just pre-wiring everything, because once I pre-wire everything, like the harness that's going underneath the board, once the weather clears up, all I've got to do is just drop my feeders and hook. Well, I've got to lay the track down, but I mean, once I lay the track, drop my feeders, and it'll be done in a day and be ready to go. So
that's what I've been doing all week, is wiring.
Yeah. I've got to work out how I'm doing it, but it just takes time, you know.
Yeah, wiring takes time.
Yeah.
Because then when you hook it up, something doesn't work or something's not the right way, then you got to flip the wires around, stuff like that.
Well, the only thing that hasn't been put in its proper sockets as yet is my wires for the turnout motors. Right. Here he is. That's the only thing I haven't, but that will be the last thing I put into place, because basically whatever way they're going to get connected up, it's going to be done so it's actually set in its normal position.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the other thing too. Depends on which way you put the motor underneath the layout. Right?
That's right. Yeah. Now, I already marked out which way they're going to sit underneath.
Yeah.
And then of course you got to do you got to match the lot with the way I've done my harness.
Right.
Because you got the number 1 and number 8
right.
sockets. I've actually switch those wires.
Yeah, if you mount it a different way, you just flip those two around and then.
Yeah. And of course, I haven't put them properly in their socket, because what they are is, they got a bit of a. When you put them into a slot, they lock into place, so they won't pull out.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just left it as it is, and once I'm ready, I'll just put it in its spot. It'd be a lot easier this way than, once everything's in its place, messing around underneath, because as you see, I'm not going to have much of a gap.
Yeah, messing around.
Feeder-wise could be the worst split rock when you're doing blocks like what we are. When you're doing block detection and rail detection and that. G'day, John. John, how are you, buddy?
All righty.
It looks like you're working.
Yeah, I'm trying to put a coupler on my grandson's car.
Cool.
And I got to glue it on, so you put too much super glue, you end up gluing the coupler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that.
Why can't you screw the thing in?
Well, because there ain't no screw holes.
Oh, well.
That would require working. I'm retired.
Yeah.
Completely retired.
Yeah, I have the KD.
I'll let super glue do the work.
I got this thing, KD 256, which is a top and drill set, and that's a lifesaver.
Actually, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, but one's got to remember to put them back in its pack and not mix them up with the other stuff.
Right. Well, that's why I keep it, because I keep the bits. These are the 3 bits you get in there. This is the top. This is what makes the thread.
Yeah.
And then you got the small one here. You pre-drill that hole, and then you got the other one here. This is a clearance bit for a 256, number 256 screw. So that's come in handy, especially on this project I'm working on, setting up all my cars. The couplers all level and equal. I was surprised to see how many were off. It's amazing how they stay together. I don't know how, but now they're all going to be equal. And, that'll make the trains run a lot better.
Yeah.
You gotta have the right tools.
Yeah. I'm yet to fit. I gotta finish off my little switching engine that I've got. The one that I painted up orange. I gotta finish doing that up. I might do that tomorrow night. Because someone did a master headlight on it, did they? And when I went to paint it, they painted over the headlight. lens. And it's all right. He got to kick up the backside for it, but now he's got to clean it up. Then I can put the decals over the top of it and not on the face. And I've got I'm going to use it as a test engine on the layout for when I start laying all the track down. Make sure everything's working, the blocks are all working and whatnot. So, yeah. All right. I'm going to call it a quit. So hopefully everybody's enjoyed the show.
Oh yeah, good to catch up, Bartie. Sorry I haven't been around, mate.
It's all right, mate. It's all right.
That's all right. I ain't saying much, Artie.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Just being here, Randall, is good enough.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Since someone went and someone's gone and having a great time in Hamburg without us. Well, he did share it. Go and check Anthony Dodge's website. He did do a stream there. It was 2:00 in the morning here for me, so that would have been about midday in the United States. Him, Jean Ricard, and Joyce were at Miniature Wonderland. I was starting to do a tour of it. I wasn't going to stay up too long because I had to get up in the morning. Watch the repeat of that later on. He did do a bit of a live stream from the hotel room. That's another one I've got to catch up on with him as well. Just been so flat out. Go and check each other's channels out, support each other, and have fun and stay safe. See you guys next.
See you all.
Everybody have a good night. Enjoy the rest of the week.
I'm gonna get